Awesome. Awesome, Blossom. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Walking the Way with Picasso. My name is Picasso Roberts. It's good to be here, and I want to say thank you to A1R Psychic Radio for having me. This is my spot every Tuesday around 3:30. That's what we're doing. I want to say thanks to everybody for listening around the world, here locally, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. Thanks for just tuning in and just waiting for Spirit to step in and give a message. That's really what it's all about. That's why I'm here. I'm here to give messages and just kind of be that go-between between your peeps and my peeps and, all of that. So I'm going to do a few minutes of giving you some event information, and then we're going to just jump right in and see what happens, All right, so let's just start with, I have a couple of events coming up. I'm going to just always give you those at the beginning of each week because things are happening and, business is business. So let's get this out of the way. I have a book signing coming up. I'm in St. Augustine, Florida. So if you're visiting the area this weekend coming up on March 6th, I'm going to be at a little place downtown. It's called My Cauldron 2. It's at 58 Spanish Street. And it's a sweet little crystal and herb shop. And I'm going to do book signings for my book, Walking the Way. All right. And I'll be selling my Oracle cards there too. And, just checking in with people and saying hey. And if you can't afford the book, don't worry about it. Come by and say hi anyways. It's always nice to have a little support. So again, that's going to be on Saturday, March 6th. And it's called My Cauldron 2 at 58 Spanish Street. I'll be there from 12 to 4. And gosh, I look forward just to being outside my front door. And then coming up in April, it's a little bit out in the future there, but if you're coming to Florida and you're going to be in the Orlando area, there's something called a Spirit Fest event. They're calling it Spirit Fest Extravaganza. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be, it's a place where you can get readings done. You can buy books and crystals and, check in on health stuff and all that kind of, all that genre. It's called Spirit Fest. It's going to be at the Avanti Palms at 6515 International Drive in Orlando. You check out my website. All of this information is going to be on my website. It's mediumshipbypicasso.com. Or you can always pop onto my Facebook page, Mediumship by Picasso. And I'm, posting stuff on there. Just touch base. Come in. If you're coming into Florida, it seems like everybody and their brother is trying to escape the cold weather from up north. But I am here to tell you that it's a little cool here today. But again, that Spirit Fest is on April 11th and 10th and 11th. At the Avanti Palms at 6515 International Drive in Orlando. Really hope to see you there. I'll be doing mini readings there, psychic readings and mediumship readings, as well as mini soul chart readings based on the Michael teachings. It's a lot of fun, and I really, really hope to see you. And then what else? We've got one more thing before I see you, Tina. I'm just going to do one more thing before we step into our caller. I always try to support not just myself in this business. It's hard enough to, obviously to make a living doing things like this in the service industry, especially now with the pandemic going on. But I like to support my fellow readers and authors. So there's a book out. It's a collection of stories. It's called Awakening the Consciousness of Humanity When Your Eyes Open to See the Truth. And a friend of mine, let's get this over, the other way. There we go. That's what it looks like. You can get it on Amazon for $11.11. A friend of mine, Gabriella, Dave, I'm going to probably mispronounce your last name because we all go by first names, DeCiccio. Anyway, she's in there, the second to the last chapter. Buy a book, support your local community, your local readers, and all that kind of good stuff. And educate yourself, inform yourself, create more awareness for yourself. That's all I got to say about that. So let's dig into what's going on with Spirit. So we've got a caller, Tina in Bellingham, Washington. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. Is it rainy and icky over there?
No, it's just cold. It was nice. It's been weird weather. Nice, and then sunny, and then it gets raining, and it's weird weather.
It's almost like you can't make up its mind, huh?
Yeah.
Well, how can I help you today?
I just got a lot going on. My life's like in turmoil with financial, my son, my relationship with my husband.
Oh,
everything's in turmoil.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. We all have a little turmoil going on, right?
Right.
Oh my gosh. Some of us are a little more knee deep in it than others, but so let's dial it in and make sure that anything that's on that's around you is turned off, so we can kind of really tune into each other. And yeah, I want to talk about okay, so yeah, just dial into me, and I'm kind of almost feeling that pull in that relationship with your husband. Are we okay to go there?
Yeah.
Okay. And just, look, any information that comes through that I'm picking up, take it, filter it, toss it around, smush it up, hang on to it, don't hang on to it. I'm just, getting what I get. And if it makes sense to you, then that's great. And if it doesn't, just let go of it. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right. What I'm feeling really, Tina, with the husband, I'm feeling like when you guys, what I'm hearing from Spirit is that like when you guys have a task at hand that typically you work really good together, but if there's idle time or there's no time or there's no project to work on, that I feel like friction. Like I feel like when you guys are together and you have a project, it's like whoosh, everything gets done. You work well together, but if there's no project or nothing to focus on, I feel like you guys are a little bit lost with each other. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So with regards to this, if I had somebody that I worked really well with in projects, man, I'd have a ton load of projects. I'd be making a list.
Right. He works so much that he works a lot. Like he has one job that he does, and then he has a job after work too. So he has his own business.
So his energy is it's very, very tired. Almost too much so. All right, let me just lean into that a little bit, and with regards to the relationship with you guys and that. So what I'm hearing is the responsibilities that you have with a son. You have a son, you said?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is the responsibilities. Hold on a second. I want to get this right because this is important. The responsibilities with this that you have with the son are weighing heavy on the entire family. I feel like it's like a big fat boulder squishing down on the entire family.
Yes, it is.
I feel like I almost can't breathe when he brings the trouble in the doorway.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really tense and it's really hard to breathe.
It's like he is using drugs, and
there's an anxiety though. I'm going to stop you there for 1 second, Tina, because I don't want you to feed the medium. Okay, let me just tell you what it's feeling like to me. There's a mental health anxiety is what I'm feeling, and
very bad.
I think that's what sends him in that direction. I'm always first to say, like, if there's a mental health issue, which, oh my gosh, there's so much of that for us these days. Let me just tell you, the best thing to do is to try to get a disinterested third party in the mix, so that the information or guidance or direction that he would get would not be coming from you guys, rather it be coming from a professional. I feel like also what Spirit is saying is boundaries. There have to be boundaries, because I feel like everybody's afraid at the edges, and yeah, like my whole gut is just like in knots, intense. You know, I'm
That's
kind
how
of
I
feel
am
like
every day. Yeah.
you're right. I feel like I'm every day waiting for the other shoe to drop. It feels like what the resistance is nobody wants to be the one to say enough already. You have to do, here's the ultimatum, and nobody wants to be the bad guy, because everybody, I mean, y'all love him so much, but you know, just
I'm afraid of suicide. That's what I'm afraid of.
Right, exactly. Hence the reason to connect with a professional, a mental health professional.
But I've taken him and he won't go. And I can't, the only thing where I don't worry about him is when he's in jail. He's safe there because.
Oh yeah, well, listen, I want you to understand that you're not alone in that. There is a lot of that going on right now. And I mean, it's not going to make you feel any better that you're not alone in it, but you know, look, there's only so much you can do. And I was recently reminded of a situation, you know, I was pulled into a missing persons situation, and I had to let go because it was her journey and I couldn't step into it anymore. And so same with your son, it's his journey. But in order to keep the health and wellness of your foundation, I would connect with somebody that can help you, not to, maybe you connect rather than him connect, right? So you have the tools with which you can guide.
His probation officer and talk to her about it, because he hasn't been doing none of that either. So.
Yeah, I think his main issue at the core, what I'm feeling, Tina, is mental health anxiety.
Yes.
I feel like this goes back to something that happened either 6 years ago or when he was 6 years old. 6 years ago or 6 years old. Would that make sense to you?
6 years ago or 6 years old? Well, he kind of went psycho 6 years ago.
Okay.
Well, that's when we noticed the mental health issues.
Yeah. Yeah. Spirit said 6 years. So that would be right the beginning of everything. Yeah. My heart goes out to you with this. Let me just see. Yeah, you got to get some tools in your bag in order to help. And look, ultimately, just like I had to deal with this missing person, ultimately, you can only do so much. And they do have to take their own journey. And my heart goes out to you that it is your son. I can feel your tears. I can feel the pain. And I'm so sorry that you're having to go through that. Get yourself.
Is he getting better though?
I feel like he keeps hitting. I feel like he keeps hitting a wall. I feel like he gets to a certain point and then hits the wall again and then goes into, you know, chaos mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't fix it, but you can learn how to handle and get the tools so that you can survive whatever direction he goes.
Right.
Do you understand?
Do you see him getting better though, or no?
What I'm seeing is more, is he in jail now?
No, but he will be because he has a warrant. He didn't go to court today.
Yeah, because I'm seeing more, you know, prison walls, jail walls. I'm seeing more jail time for him.
Yeah.
Which on one hand is good because you'll know where he is.
Right.
You know? I want you to just make a note to yourself, Tina. Please take care of yourself and have your husband take care of himself in this. Because ultimately that is super, super important. You can't help anybody if you don't take care of yourself. Okay?
I know, and I'm raising his 2 kids right now too, so.
Yeah. So you just want to make sure that, as they say when you're on the plane, right? Get the mask on yourself
Yeah.
first, and then you can help other
Yeah.
people. But really
Right.
check in with some counselors that can help guide you in a situation like this
Okay.
so that you are fully aware of how to handle things. And that way, you've done it to the best of your ability. And that's all you can do,
Right.
right?
Okay. Yeah, I have an appointment tomorrow with my counselor, so that will help.
Perfect. Take notes, and just
Yeah.
all you can do is the best you can do. And that's it. And you got to be okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Rest and rest, and spirit saying rest, right?
Right.
Just take moments, okay?
Yeah.
All right, honey, I'm going to leave you with that. You can always reach me on my website, mediumshipbypicasso.com, or on my Facebook page, Mediumship by Picasso. You could pop on there and just, say hey, and I'll send a little extra energy your direction, okay? All right. So I guess we're on to the next one. Many blessings to you, Miss Tina. And so, it's always crazy when you're dealing with family members who are going through the mental health issues right now, and there's so much of it going on. It's where we are on our planet. It's where we are with regards to where what's happening with everybody today. So everybody, just hang in there and just always remember, you can't do more than what you can do. We're all not superheroes. We just do the best we can do. Okay, so that being said, we have Sarah Dundalk, Ontario, Canada?
Yep, that's right.
Hey, Sarah, what's shaking?
Not much. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How can I help you today?
Well, I've never really done this before, so I guess just kind of let me know what you're thinking.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do, okay. So I try to just focus in on what's happening with you. Is there a particular direction, relationships, family, finance, career, health, anything you want me to focus on more than the other?
Well, do you do like psychic readings, or is this a medium reading?
Well, with the time that we have, well, I could do either or, but what I'm feeling like is more psychic for you today. And then if you want to do mediumship, we could do that another day, or we can, because we only have about 10 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So yeah, just anything that you see, I guess.
okay. I'm just going to lean into, Sarah, I'm just going to lean into your energy a little bit and see what. Have you been doing any reading on spiritualism? I feel like there's a lot of questions about what's really out there. And the first thing I'm hearing with you is reading about spiritualism and spirituality. Is this something that interests you?
No, a little bit, I guess.
So what I'm hearing is like there's a question mark on as to whether or not there's more, or as to whether or not like this is it. This is we have one life, or we have that's it. That's the end of the road. There's that. I feel like what I'm feeling with you is that it's you're questioning what's after, and
Okay.
what I'm hearing is focus on spiritualism or spirituality. And I feel like there's an awakening coming for you with regards to that. I'm also being told that you've had a few visitations with spirit. I feel like granddad. Has your grandfather passed?
Yeah, my papa is.
Is that on your dad's side? I'm feeling like granddad on dad's side.
On both sides.
Okay. So where I want to focus is the granddad on dad's side. I feel like there have been a few visitations with regards to him. I feel like he's trying to, what I'm hearing is he's trying to share information with you, and you sort of have I don't know, you're not paying attention.
Pardon?
Sarah, they're telling me you're not paying attention.
Oh,
um, I mean, and I don't mean that in a rude way, but Spirit's like, we're right here, we're right here, we're right here, and she'll hear us, or she'll think she sees something out of the corner of her eye, and it's just not, she's not really paying attention. I feel like you're getting wrapped up in too many things around you, where you could slow your roll a little bit, and you would hear more and see more if you did that.
okay.
I also feel like, have you ever picked up a tarot deck, Sarah?
No.
Well, they're showing me a tarot deck. And I feel like they're within your family somewhere. There would have been either somebody who did read tarot, or is trying to nudge you in that direction, that you have that capability if you can just focus and sort of pay attention. I think what they're saying, what it feels like, Sarah, is on your granddad's side, I feel like there was an intuitive on the granddad side. I don't know if it was him or somebody on his line and directly above him, but I feel like tarot would have been instrumental in the family.
Okay.
Do
That's interesting.
do you have a pen handy? Can you just make sure that you write that down? Like tarot for beginners.
Okay.
Just go and pick up a deck and see what it feels like. Okay. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean that I'm telling you Spirit told you to just go do tarot. But what what they're saying is basically go and pick up a deck. Feel what it feels like.
Okay.
You'll feel that energetic pull to to play with the deck a little bit, get a better understanding of what each card means. If it freaks you out, you can start with angel cards or oracle cards as well, but I'm really seeing tarot, and I feel like somewhere, if you ask your mom and dad if anybody in the family had an intuitive ability, I feel like it would be on your granddad's side, that somebody along your dad's side had the ability. And I feel like somebody's trying to nudge you in that direction. And what they're also telling me, Sarah, is that you're very analytical, and sometimes it's hard to get around the idea that you could get into the woo-woo or ethereal world. But you really do have the ability. I think everybody does.
So cool.
But I think everybody does, but Spirit's nudging in that direction. They wouldn't bring it up if they didn't have it for a reason. So let me ask what the deal is with the granddad and the situation with this. When you're in bed, like I feel like he's at the end of your bed. My nose is running, and the Spirit always makes my nose run when we do this stuff. So I feel like I almost feel like him sitting down on the end of your bed, trying to have a conversation with you. And I feel like it's just going right over your head. So I would like to have you tune in a little bit more and, pay attention to these little feelings that you're getting, because they're not coming to you for no reason. Do you understand?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay. So we have tarot for beginners, the visitation from the granddad. Did that granddad or somebody in your family, I'm hearing throat cancer. Was there an issue with the throat, or something with regards to the throat for the granddad?
Yeah, that was my papa, my mom's dad.
Okay, he had throat cancer.
He had breathing. He died from breathing problems. I don't like. He did have cancer, but I think the cancer caused breathing problems too. It wasn't throat
Okay.
cancer, but
Oh, I
it
got
was
you. So the
breathing
two kind of went together. I got you. And that was
Yeah.
your grandfather on your mom's side. I feel
Yeah.
like they're both present for you. All right, we only have a couple of more minutes. Let me just hang on a second. One more second, Sarah, okay?
Sure.
So here's the thing, Sarah. What I keep going back to what we got in the very beginning about reading about spiritualism or spirituality. I feel like there's an awakening coming, and if you could grab every book that you have available to you, start reading or going to the library and picking up books about spirituality and about spiritualism. Start getting a basic understanding of what it will mean for you, and also about the beginner's tarot. Just pick up some cards and feel into them and feel what it feels like energetically. Okay. All right, honey.
Okay.
I want to thank you for taking the time with me today, Sarah. I've only got about 60 seconds, so I want to wish you well, and wish you the best, and thank your granddad, and your is it Poppy or Papa, for coming in.
Papa.
And have a brilliant rest of your day.
Okay,
and then
thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Bye. And I just want to quickly have everybody I want to end with this. Hold peace in your hearts. And for those that have lost loved ones, be grateful. Please be grateful for the time that you had with them. I know it never feels long enough. So just honor that time that you've had with them. And lastly, we're all in it together. Everybody, just be kind to one another. Kindness is just really where the magic happens. Please come and see me on mediumshipbypicasso.com. Have a blessed and beautiful day.